Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to your daily tarot advice. This is your reading for Thursday, July 26, 2018. Please forgive me for not being able to upload yesterday. A lot of things have just kind of been just kind of going on, so that I ended up having way more to do yesterday than I expected, as well as the day before. So it's been kind of a push this week. It's been a busy week. And apparently Mercury's in retrograde today. So, keep an eye out for like electronics fritzing and all kinds of things happening. But yeah, there's just been a lot of changes going on, and I am simply asking for your forgiveness. Alright, so this is your reading, again, for July 26th, 2018, Thursday, and I'm going to pull a card to ask your overall energy for this day. This is the overall energy for this Thursday. You have what is already with you. So with this card, it's essentially telling you that whatever you may be searching for today, whatever you're trying to make happen, this could be, something like a feeling, a sense of confidence, a sense of power within you. And this is telling you that whatever it is you're searching for is already within you. Whatever ideas you're looking for, whatever changes you're trying to make in your life, they're already yours. Whatever you're trying to bring into your life, it's already yours. You just need to be patient and know that it's coming, that it's here for you. Okay, this is saying, a lot of people tend to get stuck on the idea of going towards something, or, that idea of the grass is greener, or that what I want is just around the corner and I'll soon be ready to get it. I just have to do such and such and such, and then I'll be ready, and then I'll go get it, and then I'll have it. Or it's behind me and I lost it and I don't have a chance to get it, or whatever. This card is saying that whatever that is, whatever you're seeking for, whatever you're reaching for, it's already with you. It's already under your nose. It's already there for you. So let's see what the more intimate, personal, or aspirational energy is for this day. So this is kind of more specific to whoever this reading is really meant to guide, and it also tends to show us the energy to aspire to, the kind of energy that would make this day ideal, that would make our choices ideal, something for us to reach for. So what is our aspirational energy today? You have the Nine of Swords. So this card is really saying that you may be struggling to deal with a problem in your life. You may be kind of trying to figure out how to, again, find whatever it is that's already with you. You're trying to figure out your way around this problem, but you're doing it in a way that might be prideful, and that pride might be stopping you from reaching out and getting help and reaching out to other people. So with this card and the energy that it brings, this is kind of saying that you're still trying to search for this thing, whatever it is that's already with you, whatever it is you've been seeking out, and you're trying to do it alone. You're not letting yourself reach out for whatever reason. You're not sharing this journey with anybody, and that is that might be costing you a lot more than it is to just reach out and ask for help. And a big part of this, I think, is pride. So this is kind of telling you to not let pride get over your head and not let that hold you back. So let's see what your physical challenge is today. This is your body, your projects, your work, how you react to these things that affect you on the physical earthly plane. So you have the Moon. There's something unclear to you. There's something that you're not allowing yourself to accept because it's unclear to you. And again, I think it goes right back to whatever it is that you've been seeking out. You're not letting yourself see that it's available to you. You're not letting yourself see that it's here with you. You're almost lying to yourself about this thing, about whatever it is you're pursuing, about your life in general. You kind of are trying to live in this state of illusion, this state of everything's okay if I go this one way, or again saying like, if I do all of this work, then eventually I'll get to that place, instead of realizing that that place is where you are, that you have everything you need to create the life that you're dreaming of, and that life is yours if you believe it. But you're kind of lying to yourself at this moment, and you don't really believe that that life is possible to you. You would rather pretend that you're happy with your job, pretend that you're happy with your relationship, pretend that you're happy with your friendships, because it seems like the easy path. It's kind of a superficial contentment that you're having right now, and you're willfully blinding yourself to all the other options and all the other possibilities. But inside, you're probably at least a little aware of being in the wrong place, of this, there's some sort of discomfort, something that is putting you to this point where you're trying to figure things out and being so prideful that you don't want to reach out. Because if you reach out, then that means admitting that you're not happy with something, admitting whatever it is you're lying to yourself about. So let's see how we can overcome this challenge. How can we overcome our physical challenge? How can we overcome our physical challenge for Thursday, July 26, 2018? Please and thank you. Please tell me how we can overcome this particular challenge, this illusionment, this lying to themselves sort of thing. How can we overcome this and find truth so that we can have the best outcome for ourselves? You have the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I believe this is telling you to go after what matters to you, to really look at what sparks your passions, and whatever it is that you're trying to gain, find out the most important aspect of that. And then find out exactly what steps you need to do to make that thing happen, to make whatever it is that you're gunning for, that you're trying to make happen. Find out the exact steps. And that, of course, might mean reaching out to other people. And especially since we have two face cards here, a page and a knight, two court cards, then this quite possibly does involve other people, whether you want it to or not. This could be work, this could be your relationships, this could be how you connect with other people. Be careful about what you rush towards. Be careful that you're not going towards something that just continues to feed this lie you've been telling yourself. Again, do your research and let your excitement out. Let it drive you, let it move you forward, but also be very analytical. Don't be so analytical that you stop yourself, that you overanalyze, that you overthink everything that you're doing. There is a middle ground between being completely reckless and gung-ho and being, entirely rote and having to go strictly by the book and never really letting yourself be flexible. There's a middle ground between those two. And these two together are telling you that that's what you need to aim for. You need to go after your goals and let your passion drive you, but make sure that you know where you're going, and make sure that you know at least a little bit of the steps that you need to take. It's time to challenge yourself, though. Don't get so analytical that you stop yourself out of fear of what could go wrong. It is really time to challenge yourself and push yourself against this comfort zone you've allowed yourself to be in. So let's see what is going on inside of you on your emotional, mental, or spiritual plane. So this challenge is, what's inside of your head, how you're feeling, what's going on in your heart, your spiritual journey and experiences. This is often what's driving or what lies behind this physical challenge. This is quite often the driving motivation for your behavior and your choices. So let's see, what is our emotional, spiritual, and mental challenge today, Thursday, July 26th, 2018. You have the 10 of Wands. You might feel like you're kind of wanting to run away from all of your problems. They are heavy. They feel heavy. They feel overwhelming. And that's all you can focus on right now. That's all you are looking at is your problems and trying to figure out ways to solve them. But the more you think about them, the bigger they seem. It seems like they're piling on you over and over and over. Like it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And especially now with not only Mercury, but like 4 or 5 other planets that are currently in retrograde, things seem out of whack a little bit. Things might seem a little bit more intense, a little bit more overwhelming, a little bit more oppressive to you. And so that's really where you are right now. You're just feeling like you're under this stack, this pile of problems, and it is weighing you down, and all you really want to do is run away. All you really want to do is just be like, you know what, I'm done with that, bye. Let's see how you can overcome this challenge. You have the 3 of Wands, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. So both of these cards, right off the bat, I get that they're talking about your emotional state and your emotional choices and how you choose to see the problems in your life. There is peace for you. There is freedom for you. But there are some things that you've put your energy into, a couple of things that you've put some serious energy into that have not been serving you, that have been creating more of these problems than helping you solve them, that you've been using to keep yourself in a state of stasis, a state of inactive comfort of sorts, where you're filled with your pride. And this pride is even stronger at this point because of how much work you've put into these projects, into these ideas, these goals that you've been trying to make come through. And this is saying that maybe you need to let those go. Maybe you need to take a break. At the very least, you need to step away from these things that have been causing you problems. Take a week-long vacation if it's a job. Go on a weekend retreat without your partner if it's like a relationship and you need some space apart. Okay, so this is telling you that you need to take some time to move away from these things that you've been focusing on. It's time to let them go away from you, and it's time to look at new goals. It's time to look for new possibilities and to take new journeys, to take on new challenges. Very much the same as this Page of Swords. It is time for you to try to challenge yourself and try something new, try something different. Okay? You have a choice here. And it's time for you need to realize that all of these things that you're experiencing right now are based on your own choices. Okay, and it may not seem that way. It might seem like, your job is closed and you end up being laid off. No, that's not a choice you made to be laid off, but it is a choice of how you respond to that. It's a choice to hold on to negativity after that, to be like, oh, my life sucks because I was laid off, as opposed to letting yourself be open to other opportunities. Okay. And I speak about being laid off specifically because it is something I've personally experienced. And if I had let myself, wallow in that idea and just be sad about that job, because I really did like that job, and the whole company shut down, and it was really sudden and surprised literally all of us. This was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I found out about it just online. They didn't even call us until like a couple days later. They didn't tell us about it. And it sucked. But I was also already looking for other things to do and looking for other ways to support myself and to support my life, because what else could I do? I didn't let myself wallow in sadness. It was dreadful that the job ended, because again, I really liked that job, but I didn't hold on to that darkness. And this is telling you that that's your choice, okay? Your choice is how you respond to things. Your choice is how you view things and how you let these problems pile up on you. And what you choose to focus on here is going to either bring you success or it's going to leave you here. All right, and it seems simple. It seems simple on paper, and I know that in action it may be a difficult thing to do, but it is a choice you need to make. You need to decide how you're moving forward, what you're going to focus on, and what you're going to let go of, and what you're going to look forward to. And you also need to decide why you're doing the things that you're doing, because if everything you're doing seems good, it puts you in a place where you're content, but it feels overwhelming and it's piling up on you, then you really need to rethink why you're bothering doing it, why you're putting yourself in that position, and what other options you have. So let's see what your energy is for the end of this day. How are we going to close out this Thursday? You have the Queen of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. So this is saying that you've used your intelligence to get to wherever you are at this point. Wherever it is that you're feeling kind of content, or at least like you're not completely in the red, where you're not like falling apart. You did a lot of work to get here. And definitely applaud yourself for that work, because it's not easy to get to a point where you feel at least okay about your life. You did a lot of work to get to this point. And now this is saying that you need to share your abundance. Share whatever it is, whether that's cleaning out your house. Maybe what you need to do today to free yourself from this feeling of being kind of trapped and having like overwhelming issues is to just clear out your house. Get rid of stuff that no longer serves you. Donate it, give it away. Do something that allows you to share and release whatever has been weighing you down, release what hasn't been serving you. And if it's not something physical, it could be something like an artistic endeavor. Although I am getting that this is more on the physical level. This is something that you need to physically let go of and physically move away from and change. There is a lot of emotional change going on for you here. This is an emotional journey has been going on for you, and it's almost coming to an end. You've done a lot of work. You've done as much work as you possibly can on whatever ideas have been coming to you, and that's part of why you're feeling stuck and stagnated. That's part of why you're feeling overwhelmed, because you've gotten to this point where your work is no longer improving. It's no longer adding to your life or adding to your experience. And you really need to start to reevaluate and really think about what you can release, and how releasing of that, how letting something go will give you the platform you need to make better changes and to move forward, because it is time for you to move forward and challenge yourself and change what you're doing, change at least how you're approaching your own life and how you're approaching the things that are happening to you and the issues that you're you're feeling, this darkness that is inside of you. There is just a ton of oppressive darkness that you're feeling today, that you may have been feeling for a couple of weeks, a couple of days. And that's working inside of you is something that you can choose to release. It's something that you can choose to let go of. And part of that is by switching your focus. Part of that is by changing how what you're doing and what you're going after and how you're going after it, and realizing that what you truly need is with you. What you're letting go is allowing you to clear out the space so that you can have the ability to see what you already have. So it's time for you to let something go. It's time for you to let either a project or a passion or possessions or something. It's time for you to let something go. That is your reading for July 26, 2018. Thank you 1,000 times for joining me, and I do apologize again for not getting yesterday's out. I'm working on trying to make these more regular and miss fewer videos, but again, as I have said before, I do have a couple of jobs and a couple of other projects that I am working on that I quite enjoy, but they do occasionally take more time than expected, and this ends up getting kind of pushed aside, and I do apologize for that. I am working on getting you videos more regularly every day, 5 days a week. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video and would like to be updated whenever there is a new video, click the like and subscribe button below. Click the bell for notifications, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much again and again, and remember always that I love you. Bye!